Sorry to make this video really dark. Destroyed the heresy. He has intervened for my prayer requests so many times. Mexico, Brazil, Philippines. It continues to traumatize me whenever I think about it. Hey guys, it's Lizzie. This is Ask Lizzie. We're doing another Q&A video. I asked you guys on my Instagram, which is my first and my last name, so go follow me on Instagram. I asked you guys for questions in the Insta Story feature, so we're gonna go through them. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to see my uploads, click the bell button next to the subscribe button, and that gives you notifications every time I upload a new video. How do you respond to people who are openly hateful towards you for being Catholic? So I used to be really hateful towards people who were Catholic, but I wasn't open about it. I kept it all inside my mind. But because I felt those really strong emotions and negativity, I completely can empathize and understand why someone would feel that way towards me. So it's really easy to not take it personally because a lot of things are just ingrained into us by our education system and by stereotypes. It's not the person's direct fault for hating Catholicism. Like, in their mind, they're doing a good thing by hating Catholicism because they see it as such a negative and evil force that just isn't true and is so far away from Christianity. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's really difficult to feel hurt or to feel anger back at the person. Block off your emotions in regards to not feeling offended when someone hates our religion. Who is your favorite saint? So I've made videos about this. My patron saint is Saint Irenaeus of Lyon, and he is considered the father of Mariology. And recently, the USCCB, which is the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, they voted to make Irenaeus a doctor of the church because he's not officially a doctor of the church. He's only a church father. So he wrote this giant book called Against Heresies because there was a Gnostic group at the time. He destroyed the heresy. I also love reading Chrysostom's homilies, and Jerome has such good essays attacking heresies that have really helped me understand different things for videos. And then Augustine is my boyfriend's patron saint, and recently this priest is sending me a first-class relic of Saint Augustine. A piece of his bone is literally being gifted to me, and I will get to meet this relic this year. I'm so excited. I'll definitely make a video about it, but I absolutely love Augustine. He has prayed for me and asked God to intervene for my prayer requests so many times. What country would you love to visit the most? So I've been to Thailand 3 different times. I lived there for 6 months total, and I really want to go back to Thailand and visit and see my friends there and experience Catholicism in Thailand. I think it'd be so cool. But I also really want to go back to Mexico and do a lot of Catholic tourism because I've been to Cabo, but that was more just a beach vacation. It wasn't Catholicism. So I want to go back to Mexico, to Brazil, and the Philippines because I have so many subscribers from those 3 places, and I'm constantly getting requests to go and visit and to meet everyone. So definitely Mexico, Brazil, Philippines, Thailand. How do you interact with Protestant and non-Catholic friends who you are close with? So I act the exact same way I always have. I share them so much depth about my faith and my life. I will say I share a little less in my YouTube content if there's been a little bit of tension. Like, I was talking to one of my best friends and I was explaining how I had 60 to 70 Catholic apologetics videos on my channel, and she was shocked and didn't realize the extent of it. So I guess I don't talk as much about my YouTube content than I used to. If there has been tension, I definitely hold myself back, which is really sad. I feel like I cannot share my entire life with the people closest to me in my life anymore. It really, really, really is sad. I feel like it starts to affect the relationship in a negative way because when you can't share certain things, you stop being as authentic in every other area of your life as well. So I think that because I cannot share all the intellectual things, it makes things a bit emotionally shallow as well. Not like shallow in any way, but I just feel like I'm sharing less things because I feel like there will be tension and they don't want to hear it. But in general, when it comes to conferences I'm going to and holidays at church and different things like that, I think I pretty much share the same, which is important for conversion. Like, I've always talked about that when I was Protestant as well, that if you want people to find Christ and become part of Christianity, you have to always be open and sharing every single part of your life so that they know God through you. What is your favorite TV show? Do you watch Disney Plus? So I'm 25 years old, so I'm kind of above the demographic of Disney, but my favorite TV show is Pretty Little Liars. I watched it all of high school and college, so I feel like I grew up with the characters, and if I want to watch a show, I'll watch an episode. So I really, really love PLL. What is your favorite holiday and why? So Thanksgiving is my absolute favorite holiday. The reason I love Thanksgiving so much, I am really into traditions, and my family absolutely loves cooking together, and so we make the same meals year after year after year. We have green bean casserole, broccoli casserole, sweet potato casserole, Kentucky corn pudding. We recently, by recently I mean within the past 10 years, this is how back our tradition goes. We recently added in these spiral rolls that I make from scratch. It takes 3 hours to make them. And then we always make pecan pie and pumpkin twists. They're so good. Also, I'm absolutely obsessed with writing really long thank you cards to everyone in my life. So I feel like it just fits my aesthetic really well because I love thankfulness. And to God too, when I pray, I'm constantly doing a lot of thank you prayers. So I just love the concept of being thankful. I love cooking with my family. We start at like 9 a.m. and then have dinner around 3 or 4 p.m. So it's like an all-day affair prepping for it. How long have you been vegan and why did you go vegan? So I became vegan for animal rights reasons because they put the animals in tiny little cages and they castrate them without anesthetics, and they just torture the animals their entire life. They have a horrible life. And then the way they kill them is even worse. They will skin cows alive, and it's just normal behavior. The dairy industry is just the same. They'll tear baby calves away from their mom the moment they're born. The egg industry doesn't need male chicks. They only need female chickens to produce the eggs. And so they have a conveyor belt of chicks who are just born, and they take the baby chicks that are male and grind them to death. Also, the factory farm industry is the #3 contributor to global greenhouse gases, so it's also really good for the environment. Also, a huge side bonus is that it's the healthiest way to eat if you do eat a plant-based diet, which is how I eat, not like vegan junk food, but you actually cook for yourself. So I eat beans, rice, lentils, bread, loads of fruits and vegetables. My favorite are kale, tomato, pepper, avocado, peanut butter, almond butter. I'm actually making a what I eat in a day right now. I was filming it today, so you guys will see that very soon. Sorry to make this video really dark. This was just literally the question, and a lot of watching a lot of different video footage of the factory farms went into this decision. So it continues to traumatize me whenever I think about it. If you could go back in time, what time period would you go to? I just got this question because I don't know if you guys have heard of the game. It's called Table Topics. This is what it is. It's a box like this, and then you open it up and there's loads of cards, and then there's different questions on them, so they're kind of conversation starters. And I used this in my Bible studies because starting off the Bible studies, I didn't know them, they didn't know me, they didn't know each other. So it's a good way to start conversations in a non-awkward way. They're actually really good questions. But I was just playing this with Trevor over FaceTime, and one of the questions was, which time period would you want to go back to? So I really couldn't think of it, but I said maybe go back to when Jesus was around and see the miracles and meet Jesus. I think that'd be so cool. Have you studied theology of the body? Yes, I actually went to the Theology of the Body Institute in Pennsylvania. Is it in Pennsylvania? I forgot. I was visiting Trevor at the time in Nashville, and then I flew somewhere, and then I flew from there to Florida for a filming thing, so I have no idea where it is. But anyways, I went to the Theology of the Body Institute and I saw Christopher West speak for 2 different days. So yes, I learned all about the theology of the body, and I've done a lot of my own reading as well. Let me know if you guys want me to make an entire video on theology of the body, but I've definitely talked so in depth about sexual ethics in so many of my YouTube videos. So I will link up here and below a playlist to all the videos I've made talking about sex and birth control. This video is sponsored by my Amazon affiliate shop. Books, makeup, my favorite cleaning products, the camera equipment I film with, my actual bed I sleep on, theology books I recommend, novels, Christian living, stuff that helps me with my bipolar. You can also join my Patreon. I follow everyone on social media who is a patron. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Everything is linked below in the video description. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!